out that. And one more point what I said, the difference between simple interest and compound interest. And the point I said, the questions will take with respect to the percentage analysis. So how you take that? Let's go for the examples here. First one, what amount does Karen get if he invests 2,700 at a rate of 20% per annum simple interest? Now always remember one point here. So what is the question they're asking in that? What is exactly, what is the principal amount, what is the interest amount? If you understand that, the question is always very easy. Look at here, what amount does Karen get? So what amount? That means total amount they're asking. If he invests 2,700, there is a principal amount. He is investing for at a rate of 20% per annum for 4 years. What is the total amount they're asking? On 2,700 at a rate of 20% per annum after 4 years, what is the total amount you will get it? First of all, calculate what is interest. We are investing at a rate of 20%, like that 4 years. Then how much interest will pay? 80%. 80% we have to pay on 2,700 na? Then what is the simple interest we'll get? 80% will get on 2,700. 80% of 2,700. How you take it? I know 10% is 270. I require 80%. That means into 8 na? So 8 if you take it, 8 into 0, 8, 8 sevens are 56, 5 will be left over, 8 twos are 16 plus 5, 21. So 2160 is the interest what you pay. But in the question they're asking total amount. Total amount is nothing but the principal amount plus whatever the simple interest we are paying in that time period. So principal amount is what? 2700 and we are paying an interest of 2160. So totally we'll pay an amount of 4860. This is the total amount what you pay. Look at the interest we are paying is 2160 and the principal is 2700. So the total amount we pay is nothing but 4860. That is the answer here. Always understand what is the question they're asking exactly. Then if you understand the factors, taking questions is always very easy here. Now look at here, the simple interest on a certain sum for 2 years at a rate of 8% per annum rate is 1400 rupees less when it is when lent for 3 years at a rate of 10% per annum rate. What is the sum? Look at a particular sum they are investing for 2 years at a rate of 8% per annum, but it is giving 1400 rupees less when the same thing is invested for 3 years at a rate of 10% per annum. So what is that amount they're asking? Again, the amount they're asking now, actually I don't know that amount here. So take that amount as simply 100%. There is unknown factor, take it as 100%. So this one, first they are investing for 2 years at a rate of 8% per annum. The same thing they are investing for 3 years at a rate of 10% per annum. The point what they are saying, when they invested 2 years at a rate of 8% per annum, whatever the amount you are getting, that will be 1400 rupees less when the same amount they are investing for 3 years at a rate of 10% per annum. Yes, first of all calculate what is the interest we pay here. 8% 2 years means 8 2s are 16%. 16% on 100 means it is 16 itself. And 10% 3 years means 3 times 30%. This is also we are taking 100. So we'll get again 30. So first case we are paying 16% interest, but the second case we are paying 30% interest. But the point they said, the interest in between these two cases is 1400 rupees difference. But here we are paying 16, here we are paying 30 means the difference is 14%. So indirectly they're saying that difference 14% is 1400 rupees. So can I get the 100 here then in that case? 14% is 1400 rupees. That means every 1% is 100. Then 100% is 100 hundreds. That means if I take 4 zeros, it will be exactly 10,000. That is what we are paying. Look at, so 2 years 8% we are paying 16%, 3 years 10% we are paying 30%. The difference between these two is actually 14% that they given for us, and they're asking what is the 100. And look at here also, I'm making percentage analysis. I'm not using any formulas. So look at, that is how you take percentage analysis. Next one, a sum of 7,400 is invested in three parts at a rate of 8% per annum, 10% per annum, 12% per annum. The simple interest on each part is same in 1 year. What is the amount taken at 8%? So 7,400 they are dividing into three parts. First part I will take it as X, second part I will take Y, third part I take Z. Altogether it is 7,400. but the first one we are investing for 8%, second one we are investing for 10%, third one we are investing for 12%. But interest on all the cases same. That means whatever you get interest on the x, that is 8% of x. Whatever interest we get on y, that is 10% of y. So whatever the interest we get on z, that is 12% of z. But all these are same. Then what is the x is to, that means what is the x value which is taken at 8% they're asking. That means if I require x means first of all I have to know the relation between x and y and z. Na? So if I cancel percentages and again 8, 10, 12, all these are 2 multiples. If I cancel that also, 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10 and 2 6s are 12. Look at from here, can I get x y z ratio here? So there is a theorem in the that means reciprocal theorem for the ratios. If ax is equal to by is equal to cz, then x is to y is to z is 1 by a is to 1 by b is to 1 by c. Like that I can take 1 by 4 is to 1 by 5 is to 1 by 6. This is a formula, but from here I can get x is to y is to z. How we convert this case also, it's very easy. Generally we'll take denominator's LCM and we'll multiply every number with the denominator's LCM, then it will be into integers. 4 5 6 LCM, that will be 60. Divide every number with the 60. 60 by 4 15, 60 by 5 12, 60 by 6 10. So the new ratio is 15 is to 10, 12 is to 10. So we have to divide the money 7400 in this ratio. So how you divide that? Look at x is 15 parts, y is 12 parts, z is 10 parts. In that I require 15 parts. So I require x 15 out of the total. 15 by 12 plus 10 into 7400. If I solve that, so that is equal to 15 by 27 plus 10, 37. 15 by 37 into 7400. So if you go for 37 2s are 74. So 15 2s are, I'll get simply 3000. 15 2s are, what I'll get is nothing but 3000. If I solve that, 15 by 37 into 7400, so which I solve it, I'll get 3000. Understand the point here. So 8% on the first case, 10% on the second case, 12% on the third case, it is equal. From that I am getting x by z ratio. I know total amount, we are dividing with respect to that. So this is the process. But well, just to understand that, I am writing all these steps here. But once you know this basic formula, no need to go for these steps also. We can write directly this step. So how to take that, I'll explain that one also. So if I know all these are equal, interest is equal, then it's like ax is equal to by is equal to cz. Then I can write directly x is to y is to z. What is that? Uh, 1 by 8, 1 by 10, 1 by 12, but 2 is common. I can write 1 by 4 is to 1 by 5 is to 1 by 6. I can write this case. Reciprocals are equal, I said. 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6. We can take directly this step. From here, 4, 5, 6 LCM is 60. Then 4, 5, 6 LCM is 60. Then 60 by 4, 15. 60 by 5, 12, and 60 by 6, 10. So total, sorry, 60 by 6 is 10. So we have to divide the money in this ratio, 15 is to 12 is to 10. But total amount is 7400. In that I require 15 parts. I require 15 parts out of 12. 15, 12 and 10. The amount we have to divide is 7400. So if you go for division, 15 by 37 into 7400. By solving that, I'll get 3000. So like that we can write it simply. So this is the process. Only these 3 steps is enough for us. Okay, now that is what you get here. Next one. In how many years a sum becomes 5 times itself if the rate of interest is 20% per annum, simple interest? In how many years a sum becomes 5 times itself if the rate of interest is 20% per annum? So in how many years a sum becomes 5 times itself? That means sum I don't know. Here also unknown factor we can take it as 100. Now it is becoming 5 times. So 100 is becoming 500. So at a rate of 20% per annum, it will take how many years? 100 is becoming 500 means first of all it has to increase by how much here? 400%. But I know every year it is increasing at a rate of 20. At a rate of 20 to increase 400, it will take how many years? Simply that's the question. Huh? A sum is becoming 5 times. That means 100 is becoming 500 means we are generating an interest of 400%. Clear. But to get that 400%, every year we are increasing 20%. So at a rate of 20% to increase that 400 percentage, that means to become 5 times, it will take how many years? So at a rate of 20, in order to become 400, it will take how many years? Na? Then 400 by 20, 20 20s are 400. Na? It will take exactly 20 years. So how you understand that a sum is becoming 5 times means 100 is becoming 500. So we are increasing 400. At a rate of 20 to increase 400, how many years it will take it? Indirectly there is a question. At a rate of 20 to become 400, how many years it will take it? Simply it will take 20 years. Next one. What sum will yield a simple interest of 4,824 rupees in 3 years at a rate of 8% per annum? What sum will yield a simple interest of 4,824 rupees in 3 years at a rate of 8% per annum? Look at the point. At a rate of 8% per annum, which sum will give this interest they're asking? Sum I don't know, so I said always take it as 100%. In 3 years at a rate of 8% per annum. At a rate of 8, 3 years means 3 8, how much will produce? 20%, 24%. 24% on 100 means 24%. This is the interest now. So 3 years, 3 eights are 24% will generate on 100. But I know that amount, whatever the interest we are producing is 4,824 rupees. So that 24% is 4,824 rupees. We know that I require 100%. What is that sum? If I know 24% is this much, 100 is how much? So what I can write it? So 4824 by 24 into 100. So we can go for that case. So 24 twos are 48 and 24 directly I cannot take it na 0. If I take 24 once, it will be 201. So if I multiply with the 100, it will be 20,100. So that is a 100% value. If 24% is 4824, if I calculate 100%, which I get it as a 20,100. Clear? So but I don't have that number now, so I can go for none of this. Clear? That is how you take the value. So this is how you take here. So the given interest, they're asking sum. The point they're asking here, in how many years a certain sum becomes 7 times itself if it triples in 3 years? So a sum it will become 7 times itself. How many years it will take it if it is triple in 3 years? They're asking. First of all, a sum is becoming triple. That means 100 is becoming 300. 100 is becoming 300. For that we are taking 3 years. For that we are taking 3 years. Now 100 has to become 700. 100 has to become 700. How many years it will take it? They're asking. 100 is becoming 300. That means here we have to understand the rate of interest point here. 100 is becoming means how much we are increasing the value? 200%. To increase 200%, it is taking how many years? 3 years. 100 is becoming 300 means we are increasing 200%. To increase that 200%, we are taking 3 years. Now the point is 100 is becoming 700. So that means 100 is becoming 700 means how much interest we are generating there? 600%. Look at the point is for the 200% we are taking 3 years. Now for the 600% it will take how many years? That is the point. Na? For the 200 it will take 3 years means 600. So it will be 3 200, sir. So every 200 it will take 3 years. Then 600 it will take how many years? 9 years. For the 600 it will take how many years here? 9 years. So 100 is becoming 700 means if we have to increase 600%, for that 600% will take how many years? 9 years simply. Is it clear?